growing up as a millennial. I think those was the good old days for real. I remember the evolution of the internet and the computer. Do y'all remember using kid pics at school? Elementary school to be exact. They had games, coloring, all of that stuff, taught us the home row keys. Y'all remember those printers? We didn't have individual pieces of paper. All of the paper was combined. I don't know what that's called, but they still use it at like the car rental companies, like where they have to tear it off and then tear off those side pieces that are perforated. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember dial-up, internet, AOL? Come on now. You couldn't talk on the phone and be on the internet at the same time. And yes, we wore business casual to the club, but peep this. We had fake IDs. Me and my cousins, we only had a couple IDs, so we used to pass them back. We'd be in the line for the club, and I used the ID, pass it back to my other cousin, she used the ID, pass it back to my other cousin, she used the ID. You couldn't hate from outside the club. You couldn't even get in, but we was in there. Wasn't even 18 yet. Definitely was like 14, 15 years old in the club, while sweating, floor sweating, having a real good ass time. I remember when texting started. I used to be like, don't text me. You're going to run up use my minutes, use my time on my phone. My first phone was a track phone. I got it from the 7-Eleven on Bruno Masters. 65 Grove side, if you familiar. I remember going to the mall and buying a whole light up kit for my phone. My battery lit up, the keypads lit up, the antenna lit up, and of course it was the Nokia with the little antenna that you pulled up. Don't play with us. You remember that we had minutes, like 500 daytime minutes and unlimited nights and weekends. Somebody call you, be like, call me after 9. And then it was music videos. Like, they have music videos now, but they not like the music videos that we used to have, because most of the videos that we had choreography. Do y'all remember the box? Man, I remember we had got a second line at our house, and you had to call a 1-900 number to request a video to play on the box. And me and my brother got in so much trouble because we was calling so many times requesting our favorite songs. Mine was Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely. I would call my homegirl. We was in like middle school, right? Call my homegirl, and we knew the whole dance to Janet Jackson, I Get So Lonely. And when we saw that number scroll across the bottom, we was like, girl, the video finna come on. And we got ready to dance. I would go put on my little button-up shirt so I can pop those buttons and be like, no, no. We used to have talent shows at school. Like, when I was in middle school, we always was having some type of talent show, singing Destiny's Child or TLC, something like that. Or some boys was doing some acapella Boys to Men stuff, like living our best lives. We stayed at home by ourselves all the time. I remember my daddy had a cell phone, but it was like, now this was the early 90s. It was like one of those phones that it was in a bag. Y'all probably don't even have no idea what that is. But it was like a cell phone bag pouch type situation, and you plugged it into the car, and it had like just like a regular receiver, and you would hang it up when you was done talking. The lights would glow green. I remember we had a big a Lincoln Town Car, like I think it was like the 90s, like early 90s. And I think we had like a 1985 Lincoln Town Car in navy blue with a cassette player in it. My daddy didn't hardly let us drive, but we had to learn how to drive his Ford Ranger and his Ford F-150 pickup truck that was a stick shift. Yes, your girl can drive a stick shift. It was the first thing I ever learned how to drive, because my daddy didn't want me to be lazy and not ever learn. And he also said you need to get a stick so nobody don't ask you to drive your shit. Growing up as a millennial was pretty fucking dope. It was pretty dope. It was pretty cool. Like, we have definitely seen the world completely change. And people, the way that people act nowadays is nothing like they used to act.